I was lucky to meet Ed Borden, one of the original theorists of the Working Alliance, and he talked about the alliance as similar to a stool with three legs to emphasize that each of the three components are important. And he said that if your alliance has only two of the three, it's like sitting on a stool with only two legs. And well, we kind of know what happens. We know what position we end up in when we sit on a stool that's missing a leg. So that just highlights the importance that both of the subscale scores are important. And then you may be wondering, well, three legs, why only two subscales? The reason for that is that the bond measure is the common measure that's part of all three. Therapists, I think, are well advised to consider tasks and goals separately. So we set treatment goals with clients, and then a whole separate conversation is after we've chosen those goals with their agreement, what tasks are we going to pursue to achieve those goals? But I think clients don't think of those things separately. They just think of the work of therapy that involves tasks and goals mixed together. So in the BR-WAI, tasks and goals are rolled together for clients. I still think it's important for therapists to think of them separately. The bond tends to be something that new therapists can develop relatively quickly. They're pretty good at developing rapport, but they really struggle with setting treatment goals and tasks. And so you're getting client feedback, essentially, I like you, I respect you, I feel good about our relationship. I don't know where we're going. I don't know whether we're using our time in the best way. I'm kind of unclear about what's unfolding in the therapy. So that would be an example of a high bond score and a relatively lower task and goals score from the client's perspective. It's just a signal that we need to go to work on. Maybe the client doesn't understand the goals as much as we thought they did, or maybe they agreed with a treatment goal kind of superficially, but they still don't really know what we're doing or why are you having me keep this journal? Why are you having me report my thoughts to you? So we need to do some more work to make sure that they have buy-in and agreement. I have never, in my work, I have never seen the opposite pattern where tasks and goal score is high and bond is low. But I suppose there could be a situation of like a master technician who's really good at their craft, at their skills, but the client doesn't particularly like them. So that's where you might have tasks and goals high, but bond not as high. And I just emphasize that we need to pay attention to both scores. And when one of them is lower than the norms, it's a signal to us that we need to do some more work in that area.